Hello, welcome back to Kyusha Style Tuning. Just received a nice delivery of new springs for the Celica, so let's get these open and have a look. Oh, nice. Nicely powder coated, nice and glossy. That'll be the fronts, and there the rears. Very nice. Okay, so as you can see, car's up in the air, safely on axle stands, wheels are off. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give this all a good wire brush down, and I'm going to give it a good soak, some WD-40 rust release. Give them a good soak, make sure they're all nice and lubricated. Should be quite an easy job. The only problem with the fronts is this anti-roll bar link here. Sometimes these are worn through. I've got brand new anti-roll bar links, so I'm going to swap those in. Let all this soak in. It's not in bad condition actually. The MOT flagged up, but one of them was leaking. The rubbers are, the boots are completely shot by the look of it. So I'm going to have to try and bodge these together somehow. I'll give it another soak, and we'll see if we can get them off. Okay, as you can see, pretty crusty, first one off. Do suggest if you are going to do this job, get new drop links, because these are a pain in the arse to get off. You just basically round off on the Allen key in there. So basically I just cut through, straight through, and I cut the one off the bottom of the anti-roll bar, and I put the new ones on. It's going to save a hell of a lot of time. Now next job, I'm going to get the other side off, then I'm going to put the spring clamps on, remove the top, swap the tops over onto the new shocks and the new springs, and put them back in. So the next step is to strip the actual shocks down, so we're going to have to be reusing the top mounts. There's a little rubber grommet that covers the actual main bolt here, so we've got to loosen off. Hopefully it should just come off with the air wrench. Hopefully she'll just pull that straight off. First of all, you have to compress the actual spring with these spring compressors. Got these off eBay, about £15, worth buying. So I'll put those on there, pop that off, and then we'll look into rebuilding the new ones. So that was pretty easy, taking the shock apart. These are the new springs by Direnza. Slightly lower than the originals. Let's line them up so you can have a look. Progressively wound as well, which is nice. Okay, get these built back up. I'm going to clean all this area up as well. I should have got new insulating rubbers really. There's not a lot I can do about that. I'm just going to have to whack those back on and hope for the best. Maybe try and super glue a little bit back together. See what I can do. The shocks are going on. I've painted it all up in a nice pearl blue, so they're going to look nice against the red. Just a case of building them back up and whacking them back in. fitted. Fortunately the battery died while I was putting it together. So fitting's just a reversal of removing. Just take your time, make sure all the parts are in the right order. Goes well. I was a bit disappointed I couldn't sort these out. I might just even just cut that off. I think it's going to actually do much at all really. But yeah, pretty pleased so far. I'm going to get the other side done and then lower it on the ground, see how low it is, and then I'll do the backs probably tomorrow. So there we go, all fronts all back together. I think it's got some settling in to do. It's probably about 10mm lower than standard, but the back's got to be done yet, so that should bring it down a little bit more. And it's got to settle in as well, so we'll see how much lower it's going to go. But the gap has actually dropped a little bit. So that's it for today. I'm going to go in and have a few beers, and then I'm going to tackle the rear tomorrow. I've already stripped the rear plastics out, so that should make it a little bit easier. And then we'll see how much of a difference it's going to make. I'll have a look in the morning as well, see where that's dropped in and settled in, because they do settle over time. Okay, so I'll see you in the morning. So this is the next day. I've already jacked up the rear of the Celica and stripped this side down. It's pretty easy, to be honest. I thought it would be a bit of a nightmare, but did a bit of research online, and the best technique I've found is to undo your drop links or cut them like I have, because I'm going to replace these, so I'll cut all this off in a minute. Then undo your main bolt from suspension here, your bolt for the actual bottom of the shock, and your 3 inside the boot in there. And then basically you just push that down and the whole thing just drops out. You can slide it down there. It's a lot easier than removing any of the actual rear bolts here, the exhaust in the way, etc. So I found that as the easiest method. Also remove the caliper as well first, gives you a bit more room to actually get to the bolts, etc. Right, so I'm going to cut these off next, get ready to put the new ones on, and then I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to start rebuilding the shocks with the new springs and whack it all back together. So once more, using the spring clamps to clamp the springs and remove the locking nut at the top. We're using the air torque wrench. This is not strong enough to actually take the bolts off on the car. It's just not got enough torque, unfortunately. But for this, it's fine. So I had to actually grind the actual head of this shock off. Basically just cut the head off and then ground it off with the flappy disc. And I've just noticed that's actually snapped. That part of the coil there. DIY lowering springs. So I know it was an MOT flag on the actual shocks saying they were leaking. I think that's perfect time for actually changing these, if that's the way they're going. On the junk pile. Right, I get this rebuilt with the new shock and spring. All painted blue, a lot nicer. I've got to tighten up the top bolts when it's on the ground as well. I need to get my new wheels on here next. New set of tyres, get my new wheels on with these old scabby ones. The nicely painted ones on. Beers I think tonight. It's a pretty easy job really if you've got the correct tools and you've got the time. You could probably do it all in one day if you took your time with it. And the worst thing that's the problem is rust and sticky bolts. So if you've got a really good penetrating fluid, and let it soak for a couple of hours, or even a couple of days if you can. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier. And in theory, I think the rears were easier than the fronts, and I thought it'd be the other way around, to be honest. I see so many nightmares on YouTube and other people talking about how difficult it is to actually take the rears off. If you do it in that method I said, take the caliper off, drop links and the actual main bolt there, and then just put your weight down on it, just push it out. You don't have to take all the other trailing arm nut bolts and things out. It's so easy. You can hear me over this rattle. I'll tug that up when it's on the ground. I'll do the anti-theft bolt in a sec and then I'll torque them on. So it should improve the handling and the looks and make it safe since the rear springs are completely snapped. A few more 1,000 miles out of this now. Yeah, these wheels have had it. Need refurbing. And the tyres have gone, starting to wear. So it's going to need a 4-wheel alignment, I think, to get the benefit out of it. I would choose to do this on one of the hottest days of the year as well. Too much sweat. I've still got to sort the exhaust out because that's annoying me as well, rattling about. I'm going to do a new mount on that, I think. Just held on with tie wraps and a bit of rubber at the moment, which is not going to cut it really. It's all been undersealed underneath. I undersealed it a couple of weeks ago all on the back. I've still got the fronts to do. I'm going to clean up all under the arches under there as well. I want to get a new front split for it. So I've got one on there from eBay which I'm not really happy with. FT. Right, jack. Right. So until when we get on the flat, little test drive. Feels louder, but then there's no insulation of plastics in the boot, I suppose, it makes it sound a little bit louder. Feels alright, it feels quite tight. Yeah, it did feel quite nice, I always handled really well. Just on the last MOT that was flagged up about the rear shocks, so might as well upgrade at the same time. Tracking seems alright still. I didn't adjust really any of that. I knew it was back in one place. But we'll get an alignment on it, I think, just to make sure it's all true and square. This will let it settle in as well, a little bit of a run. It's not been driven anywhere for ages, has it? Still sounds nice. Tomorrow then I'll just rebuild all the plastics up, do the strut brace, check all the torque settings, and that's it really, the job done. Doesn't actually feel any stiffer than normal, does it? Or a harsher ride. I thought with slightly stiffer lower springs it'd be a harsher ride, but seems perfectly the same, exactly the same. Feel a right mess. There we go. I would like this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.